Hey YouTube, it's your handy homegirl Danny, and welcome back to Danny Did It. This is a DIY channel dedicated exclusively to showing you how to showing you guys how to do just about any and everything yourself. In this video, I am bringing to you guys the diva of all house plants, the Fiddle Leaf Fig, and we are going to be repotting her. We've got a little bit of issues going on. The leaves are curling up, which might mean that I'm overwatering. So we're gonna take our time with this girl, and yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, so as I mentioned, we're going to be repotting our diva Poppy over here, our Fiddle Leaf Fig. Let me get some of this stuff cleared out the way. She is currently in a 4-inch pot, so we are going to bring her up to a 6.5, well 6.25 inch pot, and I will probably leave her in there for the better part of the year and a half. They normally don't need to be repotted often. I'm only repotting her because I do want her to grow substantially, and she is still inside her nursery pot. I ordered this Fiddle Leaf plant food. I ordered it from Amazon, and I will put the link in the description for you guys. I've heard some great reviews. We've got some curling of the leaves going on. She looks pretty beautiful. She's still lush. She's still green. Let me show you guys. Not a lot of other things that I'm too concerned about right now. So like I said, I'm just getting her into her new pot so we can put her in her resting home. She does not like to be moved a lot. She is the diva of houseplants, so we're going to take special care. So I'm going to get that out of the way early. It is time for her watering, and that's why we're going to go ahead and give her the fertilizer. I've already pre-mixed it. It's just a ½ teaspoon for 2 cups of water. I'm going to first be mixing some cactus, palm, and citrus potting mix with some regular indoor potting mix. Most of the plants that I have decided to grow here will enjoy a nice mixture of both. So I didn't want to be buying a whole bunch of different potting soils and all of that. We're gonna work pretty fast because where my table is right now, there is an air vent. So I'm just gonna move Poppy off to the side right quick because she does not like a draft at all. These Fiddle Leaf Figs, they should be called finicky leaf figs because they are super finicky. That's what I heard. So again, in this pot, I'm just mixing up both. You'll see the white speckles. Again, that is the perlite from the indoor potting mix, which is phenomenal. And I'm giving this potting soil a nice little blend up. And we are going to go ahead and get ready to repot our Fiddle Leaf Poppy. Okay, so here's Poppy. She comes in a decorative pot, but if you pull her pot out, you can see this is her nursery pot. And a lot of times these decorative pots do not come with drainage holes. It literally is just there for decoration. So just make sure that, you know, the pot that she actually is in, where her root systems are growing, is in a well draining pot. So she's going to be moved from this 4-inch to this 6.25. I got this from the $1.25 store as well. You can see there is some holes here. There's a hole here. Well, what's gonna happen is, because there are holes in the bottom of the pot, so it's going to be well draining, and what's gonna happen is once it's fully watered, all of the overage is gonna go down here. So you're gonna want to water your plant, let it sit for like 15 minutes, and any water that's still standing there, just pretty much tip that thing over. You can either use like a turkey baster to get that thing in and suck it out, a towel, or again just tip it over, but make sure you're holding on to your girl so she don't fall over. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to start by putting some soil in at the bottom. scoops. We did give her root system, so we can take a look and see how she's doing. Not bad. It doesn't seem to have any root rot going on, which is phenomenal. We did give her a heavy watering 7 days ago. The soil is pretty moist, so actually, even though I did get the fertilizer water ready, I probably won't overwater her today. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this down in the new mix so that that's nice and moist, and that's got the fertilizer going on. But again, we don't want soggy soil. She don't like that. So I can see that the water is draining. So once I finish repotting, I will immediately tip that over and get that out of here. So I'm gonna move her back a bit, and then I'm just going to continue to fill up the pot. Just putting the soil in around the sides of her. I'm just making sure that the soil is evenly dispersed, that she is sitting good. I am packing it down just to make sure that she is nice and secure. We don't want her leaning over. And I'll probably just do another scoopy scoop over here. And we do know that the perlite provides some nice drainage for the soil, okay? It wants to be nicely drained. So there she goes. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And again, just giving her a nice little... And because the previous root ball system is already moist, I'm literally just putting a little bit of water. Little bit. Okay, that's it. Just to moisten up that new soil mixture that we got going on. And then we're gonna leave her be. Okay. You can see that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll be right back. Now I want to see if we're able to get it on camera, me pouring out, because again, because it was already moist, I don't want even to sit for a little bit. So I'm just gonna tip it over. You heard that? All right, so that means that it's completely drained out. That's almost done. So what I'm gonna do is just put a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag over this, because it is the fertilized water. So when she's ready for her next watering, it will already be prepared. And then I'm just going to give her a plant label with her given name as well as her plant name, and we're gonna be done with that. Okay, so we've got her plant marker, and her name is Poppy. She's a Fiddle Leaf Fig, and I just put the date on her because I wanted to remember when I first got her. That way, as she grows and blooms, we can know how long she's been around. So that is a repotted Fiddle Leaf Fig. Okay, so as I mentioned with the Fiddle Leaf Fig, I did want to give y'all just a couple of tips and tricks. This video, this channel is really going to be about learning how to grow and care for our plants, right? I am by no means a plant expert, so please don't shoot me down in the comments if I say something that does not agree with the way you raise your plants or grow your plants. Like I said, I've done substantial amount of research on my plants before deciding which ones I would like to bring into the home. So again, with the Fiddle Leaf Fig, she likes indoor plant soil with cactus soil as a good blend, which we gave her today. She does not like to be overwatered. She doesn't want to sit inside the water. So again, once you do your watering, you want to make sure you're draining it out. You're in well-drained pots. Ideal location for her would be a south facing window. If you have an iPhone like I do, there is a compass on there, and you literally just walk around your house and determine where your south side is. It does not need any direct sunlight. In fact, indirect sunlight would be best for her, so maybe a few inches or a few feet away from that south facing window would be phenomenal. Once I get all of my plants repotted and situated, I'm going to give you a plant tour so you guys can see exactly where I have my plants and all of that good stuff. This needs only fertilizer once a month, so be careful to alternate just water and your fertilized water when you're watering your fiddle leaf. And again, is you really have to pay attention to your plant's needs. Again, I've noticed some curling up on her leaves here, which indicated that she might needed a little bit of extra tender care. I did fertilize her now because she just got repotted. I have a separate notebook here that I keep for all of my plants, so that I record the days when I fertilize, days that I water, so I just make sure that I'm not overwatering, because that is one of the biggest mistakes plant people, you know, make, and that's overwatering their plants. So I thank you guys so much for watching until the end. I'm super excited about this plant journey, and I'm super excited to have you guys come along on this journey with me. So please, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so that you know when I upload new plant videos. This is a DIY channel. It's not just plants. We've got home improvements. We got all kind of good stuff coming up for you guys. So I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.